Hi, everybody. I'm just finishing up some sourdough toast, and we're going to have a nice little editing session today. I'm going to go through some photos that I took recently in a harbor environment nearby. Let me get the food particles. And had a great time, met up with our friends Riley and Elena. They have a channel called Sailing La Vagabond. And I didn't take a whole lot of photos with them or on their boat, but I did get this one. I'll eventually get to this one. I'm going to move to the beginning of the list and just start editing. My plan is for these photos to end up in an upcoming video. So this is just my editing process, and you guys are watching me do it. So let's have a leisurely time. So I have edited a couple of these already, actually quite a few to some degree, but got some of them have more work to do on them. Some of them are already done. And if they're already done, maybe I'll talk about them a little bit. But anyway, this was the start of the day, and I grabbed a couple of photos of this guy. And let me check and make sure everything sounds okay. Grabbed a couple of photos of this guy. Sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful. This is even my expensive mic. So I started taking some photos of this guy, and one thing I immediately noticed was that that my focus was not landing on him. And so what I realized is I had my autofocus on autofocus continual as opposed to autofocus single. So when it's on single, I assume that's what the S stands for. When it's on single, it will lock. And so you can see whatever I put my spot on, so I shoot with spot focus as well. And whatever I put my spot on, it will just lock onto that spot. And you can see here that it did lock onto that spot. I've already put some edits on it. And sometimes when I put grain on it, it'll soften it up a little bit. But anyway, it locked on nicely there. But for a couple of shots, I noticed that it was missing. And so what was happening is wherever the spot was when I took the photo is where it ended up, as opposed to wherever the spot was when I held the shutter button halfway down is where it ended up here. So anyway, I took a couple of shots of this guy. We were hanging out under a bridge called Blue Heron Bridge. There's a beach underneath the bridge. It's pretty cool. Great place for some leisurely snorkeling. Very protected area. Sorry if you can hear my very loud. I'm a very loud drinker, so hopefully that's not too, overwhelming to you guys. Anyway, so this one I'm feeling pretty good about. This one, I think it's in a good spot. Let me see if I can tweak it a little bit more. The shadow's a little more blue. I'm so tempted to look over at my second screen here as I edit, but that's a silly way to edit. I feel pretty good about that. Kind of do like that pink though. Yeah. This was at, I think, around 2-ish. So the light was a bit harsh. Yeah, okay, so that feels pretty nice. I'm gonna put some contrast on it, maybe. No, little tweaks, obviously. This one's a little tricky. With the light being so harsh, I'm wrestling with these a little bit, and I'm also trying to decide what I'm going to do with the colors. What kind of look do I want to put on these things? Okay. Let's see. What's not working? I'm getting into the minutia. Absolute minutia. I think I'll get some momentum in a minute. I'm literally clicking between the curves channels, just tweaking ever so slightly. I don't know. I think I want the pink to come out of it. I think, yeah, that's going to be my executive decision. But I do like kind of yellowing the highlights a bit more. And then I'm going to copy that. I'm going to export that. I've already had an export of this, but I'm going to overwrite that export. Then a similar situation. I don't think I actually did anything with that one. I think I'm going to leave it that way. I like it like that. It's not a super. Oh, and another thing is that all of these photos I shot in a square ratio. So in camera, it's cropped to square, but it's just metadata. So you can see, I'll show you. So you can see the rest of the frame. But in this case, it's just a, when it came in, it was probably something about like that. But I've already pushed it on this one. I've already done a little bit of work on it. But so that I did that because I wanted to see how it's going to look in a square. I'm trying to shoot consistently square for right now, so that when I share it to Instagram, it will already be what it needs to be. Now, of course, like I said, I can tweak the square, but when I'm shooting, I've found that it really helps when I'm shooting to know what it's going to end up looking like roughly, and so I can frame up the shot appropriately. I don't know. See, this one's, it's like I'll go to this one, then I'll go back to this one, and I'll go, a little too yellow. So I want to bring it up, but then it gets a little too uninteresting. So I'm trying to find some way to make it a bit more interesting in the tone department. I did take the greens and pull them up a little bit as well, which I think adds a bit of fun. I like that. I think that's kind of nice. We'll leave it there for now. All right. What is that song? Ooh. Okay. I like that immediately. Did I copy that? I think I copied that one from that one, didn't I? Yeah, that's all right. I'll work with that. This next one. Oh, I'll show you what happened here. So with this photo, this was the first photo, and I didn't like how it was just the front side of the boat, not much going on. So I'll show you, I'll export this one because I think I'm going to talk about it in the video as well. So this boat came in and moved in front of it. So that boat is behind that boat, but this looks a lot better. Nice catamaran, somewhat broadside sail, It's another shot. I don't think I'm going to export that one. I don't think I'm going to export, not right now. Okay, so now we're getting into some exciting stuff. So this is a couple of fellows who had bumped into me, and they wanted me to put them on the vlog because I had my point and shoot up. And I was like, yeah, I'll put, So I was like, whoa, I just, you really just make a noise in that circumstance. And so I made a noise and they made a noise. It was a good time. But later I noticed that they were about to jump off the bridge here. There's the dock. I'm not really sure what you would call it. It's like a fishing area. And it's like a half bridge, I guess. And he's about to jump. I was like, whoa, hold on. Let me take a picture of you. So that was this. I know one thing I like is that he has a cross necklace, and that cross necklace is right here. I think that's fun. So I've done a lot of work on this one. I spent a lot of time on this one earlier. And I think it's about where I want it to be. But I'm just going to do a couple tweaks and see if there's anything else. That's kind of fun. That gives it a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know what it gives it, but it's nice. But I also don't know if I like it enough to do that over this. Let's see. So I think right? So I'm going to maybe, what if I do this? Oh, that's interesting. You see what that did? I feel like that just really punched it up a little bit when I pulled that black point down. That really, just a tiny bit of punch. I think that's fun. I might leave it like that, to be honest. AB. That's that. That's that. I like that. Might be hard to see, but definitely add a little bit of funk, as they used to say. Drop the clarity down a little bit just to soften it up. I'll show you what it looked like at the beginning. That's what it looked like at the beginning. So it was maybe a hair underexposed, you could say. So I punched up a little bit. I'll try to A/B these as I go through as well. But I think this was about where I want it. Try to think of a couple of things I did. It initially came from here, roughly. No, I think I had to tweak the white balance and all that stuff as well. I'm not going to do all that again, but it initially came from here, and now it's here, and it's a lot of just shadow, highlight tweaking, balancing things, brightening up things so that the skin feels okay, so that the skin tones are doing all right. And then I go into curves, doing all sorts of tweaking, just really experimenting, trying to figure out what's going to feel good, what's going to be too much, what's, where do I want to push it? I mean, that's kind of fun. It gets really yellow. I really do like introducing a bit of a yellow, warmish tint to things if I can, but that can get a little too aggressive sometimes. Some of my past photos, I'll look back at them and I'll go, ugh. So I'm trying to be careful with that, but I also don't want to be scared to do that because I really do like the look when it's executed well. Sometimes I'll come down into split toning. I don't think I did much in that department here. I may be wrong. I found out that calibration, if you tweak the calibration, you can do some really fun things. So yeah, I think I did maybe a bit of luminance manipulation and a bit of, I don't think I did any hue manipulation in this case. Sometimes I will. Let's see. If I'm manipulating the hue, normally it's the reds and the blues. The reds and the blues. I'll move those around. Okay, I think I'm in good shape here. And we're going to hit export on that one. We're going to do an overwrite because I've already exported a version. So we're going to copy this over and see how it feels on the next one, which is his friend jumping. Now, I thought that it would be, yeah, see that already, adding that in already adds a lot more contrast to it, I think. But anyway, the reason why this one is cropped this way, I was playing around with the idea of having his buddy in there as well as him on this last one. It did not quite work. This is another shot that I got similar to this one. I'll show you what this one looked like though. So you can see, so he's just kind of poking around with his hair. I don't know. I didn't feel like it added enough. This one is nice, but let's see if, okay, make sure my laptop decides to not charge. This one's nice, but it's not, I don't know. I don't know if I want it. I don't know if I want to leave him in there or not. This little guy on the right. Be some good context, but he's way close. I like how this goes down the center of the frame. That's kind of fun to me. But I think, let's just see what it looks like this way. Let's see if I want to do that. All right. Just looking at the edges, seeing how they feel. His hair obviously added a lot. I also played around with getting the dot completely out of it on that other image. Oopsies. But yeah, it doesn't quite work here. I have a similar photo of a skydiver. This reminds me of it. In Idaho, and he was jumping off of a bridge there where it's very popular. I'm sorry, a base jumper. Skydiver. Not a bungee jumper, a base jumper. He was jumping off of it, and it's very popular to jump off of that bridge, and I just happened to catch it at the right time. happened to be there. It was nuts. I think I might crop it this way. We do have some things over here that look a little funny. Crocs, those Crocs. All right. No hate. No Croc hate. Just feel it out. I've noticed when I've done these live streams in the past, I'll go too fast and I don't really pay attention to what I'm doing. So I'm trying to be very thoughtful. So that might make me move a little bit slower. Hopefully you guys enjoy the calm atmosphere. Missing some like wave noise or some ambient music. You guys just get to hear me breathe. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this one. This photo's silly. And that kind of works. It's basically what the other one was. I do like his friend, you know? It's kind of a fun, wonky composition. And I really love the idea that this could be centered, but it's not going to be quite completely centered. Because if it's completely centered, this is what we're working with. And I want to keep these square. I want all of these to be square. To the best of my abilities, I have not reached the edge of my abilities yet. I don't think this is a good cropping. So I need some more room. Oh, another thing I did on this other one was I brushed it and put gradients and such. Let me think. I think I did. Wait, hold on. Did I brush this? Where's my brush? Oh, I'm clicking the wrong button. That's why. So I did a little brush and just brightened it up. Shadows 11. That's about it. I like to round it off. I can't believe I did that. We're a barbarian. Okay, so, and then I did a couple of gradient maps. I actually did 3. Normally I only do 1. I normally don't do more than 1 for most situations, but in this one I did 3 so that I could get him to be more focused upon, and I'll probably do it on the next one. But you can see it just brings the focus in on him just a little bit more. So, and then I use that brush to brighten him up. Yeah, I don't think this guy. I don't think I want the guy's friend in there. Just not a photo for it. Sometimes photos will just allow you to do something. They'll just ask you to do something. Today is not going to be that day. I think what we're going to do is this, and I think this is going to be our cropping. I'm going to move up here. Maybe. What does that do? Is that interesting, or maybe down? I think that's a bit more fun. I'll come back over just a little bit. I'm looking at this side of the frame. I don't want anything to come in a weird way. So yeah, that feels pretty good. Maybe brighten him up just a hair more. Brighten up the whole scene. I don't think I have a brush on him yet. I don't know if I will have a brush on him, to be completely honest. I may do this. I'm going to do a gradient. And there might be another word for this, but I call it a gradient. Yep, gradient filter. There we go. So I always do this backwards. Every single freaking time I put a gradient filter on my photo, I do it backwards. And I just happened to do it correctly that time. Look at that, guys. This is a special moment. I always do it backwards. What is that? Okay, let me see if I can do it this time. I think I did it wrong. Did I do it wrong? Yeah, see, I did it wrong. I always do it wrong. What is that? I'm a little worried about the sky, but I think it should be fine. I don't think I want to do the shadow. Maybe I'll do a little bit of shadow action there. I hope you guys are, and you know, it's tough because like everybody's looking on a different display. I hope you guys are getting the right, you know, tones and contrast, skin tones and such. And also maybe sometimes I need to look away and come back and make sure that everything's looking okay. It's really easy to make a photo way too yellow, and I think obviously that's subjective for everybody. See, I look at that, then I bring this up, and I'm like, you know, that doesn't look too half bad. So it's tricky. It's really tricky. It's a weird balance. And yes, it's not everybody's cup of tea, this particular type of look. And I played around with adding clarity, but I really like it looking softer. So there are certain photos that will really ask for some added clarity though. Let me paste the original look again and just see how far we've come. We haven't come too far, so it's fine. And I copied it in a way to where it's not, I'll show you, where it's not taking on certain things. So local adjustments, brush, graduated filter, radial filters, transform, upright road, upright transforms adjustments, spot removal and crop, straighten angle, aspect ratio. Those things didn't come along because I don't need those things from the other photos. I think we're almost there. It's A/B. It's definitely brighter. That's what we learned from the A/B test. Let's go to this guy. And then we'll come back over to this guy. It's fun. I don't know. Just having a rough time. I mean, that's kind of fun too. It's these sort of midday photos that will really, really get crazy. And I'm not liking there's some purpliness in these pillars I'm not liking. I think that's a product of this particular preset, unfortunately, which I made. I should be so ashamed of myself. But I like the overall feel. But I don't know if it's where it needs to be. I think, you know what? I think that blue thing I did with this one, is that causing problems? No. Oh, maybe it caused some problems. Maybe I don't want to do the blue thing. I don't want to do that. Hectic. Chaos. That's kind of fun. That's intense. I mean, I could maybe go easy on it. Sometimes I just start over. So that's me starting over, knowing that Command Z is an option. Tricky. I mean, I think that's probably better than that. Like, I think the edited edit is better than the preset. Yeah, I mean, I think, all right, we'll stick with that. And then I'm just gonna copy this, whatever changed, and then we're gonna put it over here. That's fine. Then we'll brighten it up. And then I'm gonna, sorry if you caught that P, I saw the light on the top of my mic flash. Do I want to make a third one? Okay, let's see if I can do it correctly. I did it right. All right, this is good. Yeah, so I noticed when you clip the whites, it really creates a harsh effect. So just the highlights, gentle. I don't even know if I want to keep it, to be honest. Just to put a little bit of emphasis on our guy. I think the skin tones are decent. Like I said, depends on what you're looking at this with. Let's see, compare it with the rest of the scene, obviously. Let's punch it up a little bit. Let's get the skin tones a little bit more saturation. Skin tones tend to live in the orange department. And reds, obviously. If you take the reds and just go crazy with it, it's gonna look crazy. What if I bring the reds up? I normally bring them back a little bit because they can be pretty harsh, at least from my Sony camera. Notice that Sony reds can be pretty intense. It's looking pretty good, I feel like. I just don't, I could spend more time on it and really give it. See, I like pulling it down because I feel like it makes him jump out. It's fun, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep it there or not. I might just leave it as is. It's a fun look. White balance. I'll show you the white balance originally. That was it. So it's a little too cool for my taste. So I think having it warmed up is better. Some pinkness, maybe. Also trying to keep those skin tones from going too green. I found that a lot of times, you know, if you're wrestling with skin tones, just to brighten them up will help you out tremendously. Do same thing over and over. Is what it is. I don't know. Do I get some blue shadows from the? I mean, that's kind of fun, right? Undo, redo. Try some other things. That gets really flat, so I don't like that. That's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna paste. So yeah, really, I just brightened it. Okay. Do I want to bring it in a little bit more? What happens if I take my vignette and do that? It's kind of fun. It actually helps it out a little bit in terms of focusing the images. There's a lot going on here. All right, flatten it out. The image gets too flat when I do that, you know? That's why I've been trying to introduce some interest into the shadows, I guess. Maybe I can do, oh boy. That was a bad idea. That is not the direction we wanted to go there. I gotta move forward, guys. I'm stuck. I'm stucketh. That I came from that to that. Okay. We'll stick with that for now. I'm actually going to take this look and copy it over to the other one. I think it's kind of fun. I may not stay there forever. I think that's a hair too bright. See, I don't like it as much on that one. It looks too washed out. You know, just looks too washed out. The thing is there a lot of times there's a button. You can push a button and everything will be great. It's just finding that button. And that's, it's a fun part. I like this too, but no, that's okay. All right. I don't want to do that. Repaste again. I don't want, pain. All right, we're going to switch over. We're switching to another one, I think. Until we switch back. No, don't want to do that. I think I had the wrong channel there. There we go. Just trying to get that skin tone to punch out a little bit. Okay. All right, that's kind of fun. Did I lose I didn't lose these. Do I want to do that? I mean, that kind of helps, but then the highlights get a little bit destroyed. What happens if I do this? So the highlights are pretty much maintained there, considering I'm not adjusting the highlights, so that I suppose that makes sense. I'm going to take this down a little bit, and then I'm going to, okay. I think we're moving in the right direction now. I might have to come back to these. I feel stuck, kind of ready to move on into further endeavors, but his skin tones don't look quite as good with that particular preset. I wonder if I take this middle point here and tweak it, if that helps us out. That gets a little crazy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's where it was. Now I like that one better. Guys, what are we doing? I'm having a crisis here. All right, we're gonna start over with this thing, and with this preset. I'm just gonna tweak this a little bit. I'm in the blue channel, so I'm gonna see if I can get his skin tones to pop out. And I don't think they are that way, so that's not good. I think it might be okay that I leave it that way to some degree. It's kind of flat. It's kind of flat. Like maybe I push up. So that gets a bit too much at some point, but I think I can push it a little bit. AB, we're just gonna be with the original. Okay. If I do that, see, I don't like how blue that gets. Let's go back into history. I'm just gonna see if I can revert this one back to where it was. Okay. This is where we were before. James changes his mind 1 million times. All right, I'm gonna bring this back up a little bit. I think the scene might be a bit too overly washed out. And yeah. Maybe it needs a bit more definition. But I'm trying to make sure I keep them nice and lit. I wonder if I do this. This is helping. Okay. So I'm gonna let the background come down a little bit. Breakthroughs. I'm gonna have to timestamp breakthroughs. That's feeling good. I'm just gonna have to be bold with this slider, I think, and introduce some good-looking skin tones there. Okay, that's fine. AB, look away. Okay, that feels pretty good. I think that's the best it's gotten for my taste. What if we, that looks way better already. How about you guys? I think I should take a brush though and brighten them up just like the other one. So let's bring that shadow. Got to be very, very gentle with it because it will look as if I brushed him. That's nice. It's going to be really nice. Okay, that feels good. All right. Okay, I think we can push this one out. I think the focus is where it needs to be. That looks good. All right, let's move on. Oh, hallelujah. Okay. Now we have a jet skier. Less exciting than people jumping off of bridges. But let's just do some tweaks here, see what we can do. That's kind of a fun look. I don't mind that. Yeah, it's nice when people are so far away, you don't have to worry as much about skin tones. I don't think I want to straighten it, even though these whatever these are called, they're a little bit crooked, but the horizon is straight. So I think I'm going to hang tight with that. He looks like a person, so that's good. I really like how this feels. It has a nice old film look to it. Do I want to punch it up, maybe? Maybe brighten it and punch it. Is that too much? Don't. Okay, I'm going to brighten it and punch it maybe a little bit. And then I might counteract with a bit less clarity. I can work with that. What's up, wife? How you doing? She calls me Cap, short for captain. So, no big deal, really. More grain, more saturation. You got it. You got it. Here we go. Grain all the way up. And let's see, saturation and vibrance, right? I mean, let's be honest. Perfect. Looking good. Looking good. The only thing I think we're missing is that really hardcore over HDR look. Christina, I'm going to need better ideas. Doing that though, now this looks so dull. All right, let's see. Push this up. See if we can get some more blues in there, maybe. So yeah, maybe we punch the blues just a little bit, and then don't want to do that. No, that's too much. That's way too much tealness. Those hue sliders are. I might leave it as is. I think I'm going to leave it as is. It's like film from 2002. It's the best kind of film there is, Christina. Best kind of film there is. Nope, don't want to do that. Feeling pretty good about that. Let me bop around and see if there's anything else I would want to do with it. Don't want to do that one. That one's fun. That's a nice look, but not today. Wonder if I can crush the highlights of hair, really accentuate the look a bit more. I think that's actually pretty nice. Nice little 10% addition. Yeah. I'm going to go clean the windows. All right, well, listen, have fun. Don't fall off. Okay, overwrite. Move on to the next one. That's kind of fun. Let's see if the same look will work on this one. I don't mind that. Gotta be honest. Oh, I don't even think I turned on profile corrections on that. Oh, I did. Great. Let's see. Punch it up now. I do like it. Let's see what some other things are doing here. We can do this and then maybe push up the. That's a fun look. That's blue. This one works really well in a city environment, but here it just looks quite blue. Now I can tweak it, and then see that's not half bad, I don't think. But I don't think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do this one again, number 6, and I'm gonna contrast it a bit. Maybe not. Nope, no contrast. But I do want it to get a bit more. How they say, colorful. I just want the colors to feel a bit more, just a hair more aggressive. Maybe that's not the right word. Not aggressive, like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm sorry, guys. My words fail me. No. Let's see here. Accentuated? That's kind of that might be the right way to go about it. Accentuated. Let's reset this because I think I did some sad things to this photo. Curves. That ain't it, Jack. Okay, I'm gonna crush it. It's just, the light was pretty harsh at this point in the day. Let's pull this up. Yeah, just gentle tweaks. A lot of times if you apply a preset and it looks entirely too flat or unbalanced, balance it. That'll help. Pull the shadows up, pull the shadows down, pull the whites up, pull the whites down, play around with it and see what it'll do. See, I'm actually decontrasting this a little bit. I'm gonna tweak the white balance hair. Yeah. And I'm going to bring, ooh, that's interesting. It's gonna be really nice. I'm doing Kip's voice, but I think I'm saying what's her name? The girl is saying in the movie. That's kind of fun. I don't know. Let's see what the green shadows will do. How will the green shadows help? That's kind of fun. That gets a little bit exciting. Very old filmy. We're getting that down. That look is occurring. Let's bring this up a bit. Just trying to balance it well. As well as other things. I mean, you know. I like having the sky be a bit pinkish yellowish. I like having the shadows be a bit green. I don't mind that. I'm trying to get some colors to really play on each other nicely. Let's try this one. This one's a bit more punchifiable, a bit less faded looking. Let's bring the white balance up a little bit. Sometimes I can take this one and I like 7. Sometimes I can take 7 and apply some of this funk, as the kids say, to see, like, even then that looks quite all right to me. Nice little situation we got going on. And then green's a little aggressive. Don't want to go so aggressively with the green. I think I'm gonna say don't want to do that. I think we're gonna stick with the pink skies. I think I might bring the sailboat, these mid-tones around the sailboat up just a smidgen. And by smidgen, I don't mean that. I think I mean I don't bring them up at all, because I don't think I did anything there. Let's see. We take nope, don't want to do that. Don't. Okay, that's kind of fun. Yeah, just a little. It just changes the shadows just a little bit. Barely anything, but we're gonna drop this down to 10 on the clarity. We could do this and kind of let the sky come back in a little bit, but then it flattens out quite a bit. So we may have to do some counteracting adjustments. I do like letting the sky in. I don't mind that. That is something that causes happiness to occur. You hear Christina over there talking about more saturation? What's she thinking? Ooh, red. Do I just go for it? Perfect. Good heavens. Good heavens. My eyes are bleeding. Okay. All right. That's kind of fun. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. This won't be like a flagship. Oh, this won't be a flagship image. I will copy that look, though. It's kind of fun. I circle back around to it. So I took a couple of pictures of the boats on this boat on this really fun dock with all these pylons and the lights in the background and such. And we're just gonna poke around with this one for a second. I just copied the look from the last one, and holy crap, that's kind of nuts. Crushing those highlights. I mean, it really doesn't look half bad. What a calm image. Little do you guys know, there was a buzzing roadway right next to it. That roadway in the shot, quite buzzing, as Florida roadways tend to be. I mean, I'm not super pumped about. I mean, I need to get. Let's get this image done quickly and put it out. That looks pretty good. Feeling good about that. My connection says that it's not happy. Let's see what we're doing here. Doing okay? Oh, let me not click that. It looks okay. Okay, yeah, we're back. We're back. Play around with this. See, that's kind of fun. Oh, I don't mind that. That's interesting. Quaint. All right, so let's see if we can add a little bit of spice into this. Okay, yep, just, yeah, pinkify the shadows just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Sometimes you can take this middle bit and really add some fun to it, but today might not be that day. That's a nice film look if you ask me. We'll do -10 on the clarity. Just a little shift. Nothing too crazy. This tree coming in on the side is kind of bothering me. I wonder if maybe we can accept it a bit more or completely cut it out. Get out of here. Trying to accept it. I'm trying to accept it. I don't know if it will be accepted. I'm also looking at these lampposts. I'm looking at all these lines flying around and seeing how I can make them work together. So I could put this lamppost on the left in the same kind of location as the one on the right. That's fun. It's fun. It crops in quite tight, lean. I'm not sure that that's what I want to do today. I think I might. That's all right. It's gonna be really nice. It's really just not that exciting of a photo, to be completely honest. So I think that's what I'm struggling with this one. If you're struggling with a photo, there's normally a pretty clear reason why. When a photo is amazing, it just sings. You put the preset on it, or you start making a look, and it just works. A lot of times you don't even have to do much to the photo. Ooh, okay. Do I bring it? Let's see. Let's try to bring it back out again. We're gonna try to accept this tree. What if I come over this way? Let that whole tree come in. Maybe? I don't know. Gosh, guys. Let's bring it over here. Just a little bit. I'm gonna have to allow the poles to come in. There's a lot going on in this frame. I'm gonna have to let these poles kind of come in weird places. I got a boat over here all the way on the right. I think that's a boat that's being a little silly. I keep it square. My father always said, make it square or lose your hair. So he said. He never told me what it meant. Not too bad with the tree in the shot. Hi, Tony. Welcome. Thanks for saying hello. Yeah, I think so. I think it looks all right with the tree in the shot. I think that's certainly an option. How you doing today, Tony? You having a good week? Did you have a good week? It's Saturday. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Anything exciting happen? I'm trying to, I'm considering putting the boat in the middle. Not that bad. Like I said, the shot's it's just not a super exciting shot, but I'm just trying to see what I can do with it. And I try to get these photos edited so that they can be in the video, This guy's just poking in. I think I'm gonna have to be okay with it though. Pretty annoying. I mean, I could go a little further. Maybe I could do this. Nope, I don't have much room. Maybe I can pull it on the bottom so I can keep that boat more or less centered. The main boat. No, but then it looks kind of, I don't know. It just looks kind of balanced. Hi, Paul. Welcome, Paul. How's it going? Did you have a good week? Anything interesting happened to you, Paul? Tony says, yes, sir, not too bad. Haven't been out to shoot in 2 days. Just taking a break, I guess. Oh, man. I mean, listen, a 2-day break's not too bad. That's not too bad of a break, but like if you're used to shooting every 2 days, like every 2 days, it can get a little, you're probably itching to get out there. But interestingly enough, I'll have stretches where I'm not shooting for like 5 days at a time, maybe 2 weeks at a time. But I probably should keep that to like a week at most. Yeah. Do you have any assignments coming up? Like photo assignments? No photo assignments coming up. I don't tend to do a whole lot of photo assignments other than the ones that I assign to myself. So like paid photo assignments, I don't tend to do too much of that. It's more so personal photo projects for myself. So I have assigned photo walks to myself for a long time now, and this was one of them at this Blue Heron Bridge, which is where we're editing these photos from. I don't like this guy, and also some people would just clone this out, and I personally don't like to clone out things in my photos. It's like a journalistic thing. Nothing wrong with doing it. If that's your style, I got no problems with it. I mean, there obviously if you're taking some sort of like ethical photo, some sort of photo of an intense situation that needs to be documented accurately, it is a photojournalistic photo, then totally fine. Ooh, now it's starting to get interesting. Look at that. Ooh, baby. So coming up is I think helping it out. But yeah, no, I don't want to clone it out. But anyway, I actually don't have any shooting that I've planned just yet. I've actually been focusing on getting this turned into a video. I took photos on this day and then went and hung out with our friends Riley and Alina. They make videos on YouTube as well. And the end of the day, you'll see I end up on their boat and took a photo of them that I feel pretty good about. Okay, I'll show you it real quick like. This one right here. So I'll show you the original really quick. Boom. So did a lot of work to that one. All right, so, but this was earlier in the day, and we're progressing towards that direction. I think this one's about ready to go. I'm feeling good about it. Paul, yes, I guess it was all right, but nothing special, just for university some stuff. Oh, what are you in university for, Paul? Unless you can't tell me. It's top secret. Man, haven't been street shooting since 1 month. That's sad. Ooh, gotta get back out there, Paul. Come on. Never seen someone spending so much time cropping a photo. I am what you call a perfectionist. All right, we're going to move along on that one. That one feels good. This one, so some of these, I was saying a second ago, some of these photos that are not as interesting, I still will edit them so that they can go in the video. What does this do if I just paste that in? That's kind of fun. Wow. That's really... It's definitely filmified. It's quite filmified. I don't mind the look. That's kind of fun. Did I brighten it? But yes, I'm going through some of these lesser exciting ones, and then got a few exciting ones, really exciting ones. Going for the film look. Yeah, basically always, yes. I'm glad you love the tones. Architecture. Oh, that's very exciting. Wow. Okay. What kind of architecture do you want to get into? I watch a channel. This guy's name is Morphologist, I think. And he plays this game called Star Citizen, and they have these ships that you can actually pay money for. And the ships, I want to talk about these in just a second. Once again, now that you guys are here, the ships, you pay real money for them, and they're very well designed. And he's an architect, and he will walk through the ships in the game and review them. And I think it's so fun. It's so fun to watch. Do I use a Pro Mist filter? Listen, I take that as a compliment because I really enjoy the look that Pro Mist filters give, but I haven't done that yet. I have been planning to get some Pro Mist filters, one or two, like maybe like a less heavy one and then more heavy one. I'm glad you like the look. So yeah, but what kind of architecture? I'd be curious. These guys were jumping off the bridge, and I took a couple of photos of them. And they were about to jump off, and I was like, oh, can I take a photo? And they said yes. And then, so it was this guy, that guy, other guy first, and then this guy. And I was determining earlier if I wanted to get this guy's buddy in here, but I decided to cut it out, get him out of there. He's not important enough. But anyway, I think this photo feels pretty. These photos feel pretty fun. So okay, so this one I think I might be done with. I mean, this one feels kind of happy. It's like a happy photo. I think we'll leave that one there. I don't mind that. My screen brightness up. Okay, good. Honestly, I don't know. Just trying it out without a strict plan. Okay, got it. Just trying it out without a strict plan. I don't know why I added 2 to that sentence. That's okay. Very good. Very good. Hey, when you get a chance, get one. Talking about the Pro Mist filters, I'm assuming. I use one on my 50 and for my 85. I bet that's a lot of fun. I really like the idea of funking up the photo a little bit with some mist filters. I could definitely do that, and I think it might be fun to do like a loose review on them. But I have a lot of respect for architects because I can hit undo. I can like try things and hit undo. It's much more structured, obviously, because you're building a building. You have to make sure, and you also have to make sure it doesn't kill people. This is my wife. She was walking up the bridge. I started making my way up the bridge. That's kind of fun. Quite affected. I'm just pasting from an earlier photo. Pasting these edits. I mean, I don't mind it, honestly. This is, I mean, it's affected for sure. Let's see. Let's try a couple other ones before I start trying to make that one work. That's kind of cool. Feels a little less intense. Let's try 6. No. No. Once again, I mean, this one's not super exciting, but just moving through. Ooh, baby. So I found with this one, if you warm it up, sometimes it can really sing a little bit. Okay, we'll go back to this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Those got 3 black and white ones. Why did that change? I think I need to warm it up. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. I might move through these quickly. Let's put that to 0. The crop, let's get this. I don't like this light up top. I just noticed that. Yeah, it's definitely challenging to create something from scratch, but that's what I love about it. Heck yeah, I love that. That's designers also do that very well. Create things from nothing, not just things in their head, maybe inspirations they've come across. I love that because it gives you so much flexibility to create. But on the flip side, I'm forced into a box. It's like whatever's in front of me is what I have to utilize. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's like, so the good news is it forces you into a box naturally, which is good for creativity. Bad news is that you can't choose box, or you can only choose box to some degree. I think I like the idea of putting this way over here and having a lot of negative space. Those cards are not that interesting. I think we could probably agree. That's fun, right? That feels good. Comes out of the corner, leading line. Exciting. What's the aspect ratio of this shot? So it is, so in camera, I was using the A7S Mark III, and I had it automatically crop in camera to 1:1. So, and all of these photos, I'm doing my best to edit them to be 1:1. And that's just what I've been up to lately. So I can uncrop them. Obviously, I can make them 3:2, which is the normal ratio. But I want to keep them 1:1. And I was going to say something else about the ratio. Oh, and also I just have flexibility to obviously move it around the frame, which is nice. It's really nice. It's nice because it comes in how you framed it while you're shooting, but you can also move it around a little bit if you need to. Feels nice. Her skin tones just aren't that exciting to me, and that's what I'm struggling with right now. So I might darken her a little bit. I don't know. I'll keep it the way it is. Keep it the way it is. Just trying to darken it because I think darkening it would have maybe decentuated the fact that the skin tones are not quite super exciting. Like if I bring it up and it looks great, right? But that's fine. That's fine. That's good. They're not like green or anything. That's not what I'm saying. I think this one feels pretty good. I don't think there's much I need to do. I really love that like weird crushed highlights look that I created on that other one. I mean, that's kind of fun. But it's just, you have to be careful not to make the image too flat. So we'll go like a halfway, something like that. That feels fine. I don't mind that. The scene is too harsh. A lot of times I'm trying to like de-harsh it. Gotcha. Yeah. No, I really enjoyed shooting with 1x1. I couldn't do it with the A7 III, but with the A7S III, I'm able to do that, and I love it. It's a lot of. I really enjoy the ability to know what it's going to look like in the grid on Instagram and take the photo that way. I also did a video project recently where my friend had an external recording device with a screen on it, put it on top, the Ninja Atmos Ninja, and you could actually do like an in-camera crop on the video. Now I think the video came out. Yeah, the video came out 16:9 like normal, but at least when you were shooting, you knew that it could fit into a square, which is a big deal for the videos that we make. It's my first semester, and we also have to draw so much, and we also built our first models of a sculpture. Oh, that's exciting. I'm sure that's fun to see like it turn into something real, even though it's tiny. That's exciting. The leading lines are really appealing in the show. Yeah, I feel like the bridge really gave me a lot to work with. And it's funny. I just realized this crazy curve. I think I wasn't paying too much of attention to it when I was shooting, but as I'm editing, I'll pass this one. This is just a fun little shot. My wife's pregnant, by the way. She's obviously crazily in the shadow. Goodness gracious, what a sentence. She, so that photo's not gonna probably be used for anything. You got to take the photo anyway. This one, I don't know why I chose him in that position. Let's go back to, so I have him on, selects, right? I've made him yellow. I'm trying to figure out why I chose that guy in that position. That's kind of silly. Also, where's my battery? Okay, it's hanging on. So let's see if there's a better option. I think it's because he was kind of in the middle there, but I think that is going to be a better shot because of the positioning of his leg parts. So we're going to do that. Set the yellow. Go back to develop. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the credit. Whenever I mention a baby, everybody goes crazy. That's funny. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys are very kind. I'm going to make sure I grab the, oh, no, I forgot to switch it back over. Yeah, she's almost there. I'm almost to dad. All right. Okay, I'm going to copy this one again. Bring it over here. And so now we can A/B these. See, I like his leg was kind of in a weird spot there. That's better. Much better. And so now here's the full shot. We got these cars coming in. As much as I love cars from the 2000s, we're going to bring that back over here a little bit. And let's try to get the cars out completely. How about that, guys? Let's try that. Kind of fun. Now, if I was using it for a different purpose, perhaps I could go for like a 10:8 crop or something. But in this case, oh, dude, right? That's not bad. 1 a.m. Oh, goodness gracious. Get some sleep, Paul. Don't hurt yourself watching this stream. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Enjoyed talking. Okay, so I wonder if I could bring this up, maybe get the shot a bit more lean. Yeah. Yeah, that feels terrific. Do I bring this up? Just paying attention to that top light post up here. I don't think I want it like that. I think that's where I want it. Okay, that's good. That feels pretty good. Okay. Oh, I got that mirror coming in. Maybe over that bit. Yeah, love it. Love it. A little bit more contrast. I'm all right with that. That feels good. I'm not mad. We'll copy that, move it over to this one. I'm just playing with some light poles here. Maybe we crush these down a bit more. It's kind of minimal. Wow. No, minimal. Wow. Minimal now. Yeah. That getting those cars out really helped, and all that sky makes it feel like he's in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Changing elevation, man, up or down. I really been playing around with getting higher, particularly, but also getting lower in this case. It's fun. These aren't exciting enough to really do anything with, I don't think. This particular one. Man, you take some nice shots. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're very kind. Take a lot of not so nice shots to get a couple nice ones. See, I kind of don't mind that car in the distance for this one. I don't think it hurts it. It's it's not some of these newer cars that just aren't very exciting visually to me, but that one's okay. Got got the headlights and everything. Got my wife down at the bottom. I always feel like I'm like wrestling to get shots when I'm out. It's part of the process. It's a fun hunt. Okay, I'm cool with that. That's good. We'll put that one out there. We're whipping through these. Getting some speed. This one, let's see what we can do. Yeah, this is kind of fun. I think it's okay that she's in the shadow. Luckily, I have been copying over these profile corrections, I think. Thank God. Because that sometimes I have to go back through and yeah, there we go. Okay. Sometimes I have to go back through and re-add all my profile corrections because I forget to copy them over. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna just soften it up a little bit. It's a little bit dramatic. I'm really enjoying this look. I think it's a lot of fun. Pregnant. Can't keep a shirt on her. She's a Floridian. Okay, that one feels okay. I think we can move along. Let me double check. I'm moving too quick. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything on the edge. The edges look good. Feeling good. Export. Like. Thank you so much, June Taco-san. June Taco-san. Is that correct? Hopefully I didn't get that wrong. Welcome. How are you? How are you this evening for me, but whatever time it is for you? Okay, so I got some boats here. Now this is when it's really helpful to have this 1x1 manipulatable metadata crop baked in because I can move it around. Or I guess it's not baked in that case. But this is kind of a tricky shot. I'm not really sure how this is going to feel. How's this going to feel with the colors on it? Definitely have to brighten it. A really fun little look we got going on here all of a sudden. I don't mind it. All right, let's straighten this out. Just a cluster of boats. I'm just trying to figure out how to make it feel exciting. So let's do this. I love those clouds up top, right? Very dreamy. Definitely want to let those come through. Oh, I wonder if I could even do like a, yeah. I always do these backwards. Let's see. Did I do it? Yep. Backwards. Dang flabbit. There we go. Okay. Could I, do I want to do that? I don't think I want to do that. I think we're just going to stick with crushing the highlights a little bit. Crushing those highlights is a really good way to, with the gradient filter, to not affect the image too harshly. This boat shot, where exactly were you focusing on? I think I put the focus. This is sort of like a you know, the subject is everything in the scene, so to speak. But I think I probably focused, I'm going to turn it because when I put grain on it, it does soften a little bit. I think I probably focused right on this boat, if I remember correctly. A lot of times I'll focus on whatever's close to me, but that's, you know, that's a loose guideline, I guess. But yeah, this one's kind of weird. I'm kind of struggling with the balance of it. I'm these guys over here on them pointing at the screen like okay, these guys over here on the right, I've been trying to keep them out. I could let it come in a little bit. Very meticulous about my edges. That really does help though, I think, because I like having this beautiful, look at that. We took a boat by this house and it looked like nobody even lived there. And it was gorgeous. Money, lots of money. Apparently people buy houses here because it's cheaper. It's a cheaper place. It's a cheaper way to dock your boat than to like rent a boat dock. Okay, I think that actually works. I think it's okay that this is coming in. It's coming in enough that it's not awkward. For some reason, I would have focused on the far house and shot it wide open like F9 or like 11-ish, like that kind of idea. Yeah, that could work too. I don't know. I like the idea of making sure that these things that are closest to me, in this case, are nice and sharp. That's just my mode. I'm okay with the back going a little soft because this is where the eye is going to gravitate to. But let's say there's this like crazy tall building in the background. We have a giant building here that looks like a guitar. Let's say that's in the background and that's a prominent feature. I'd probably focus past the boats onto that. This one actually turned out all right. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. There's a couple of points where the edge, little things poking on the edge, but that's a little perfectionistic detail work. I think this is fine. Good, just a good little boat dock vibe shot. Brighter, maybe? No, maybe. I enjoy these little points of highlight on the boats. So I'm poking around with those a little bit. I don't know. Can I accentuate those in a fun way? Ooh, all right. Listen, guys, we might be getting some pink highlights for this one. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, add some character. Export, moving along, 11-ish, AM, PM. Yeah. If anybody's watching, please feel free to say hello. So this one, kind of the same shot. I'm going to move on. A lot of times when I make my selects, I'll select multiple just in case, one's just a little bit different in a good way. I know I'm talking you to death. Oh, please, I'm enjoying the conversation, Tony. I know I'm talking you to death, but do you like to shoot at night? I do. I don't go out too much at night just because of my schedule. I was watching a video with a guy. He had a friend who is a street photographer. And like the beginning of his shooting is at night, and then he just shoots all throughout the night into the morning, and that's crazy to me. Like I got to get my sleep, but I respect it. I love it, and I don't tend to go out at night, but I like when I go out at night. When I go out at night, I should go out at night more. I really do like the vibe of shooting at night. I love how the light changes. I love how it flips. Like the same scene is so different because the lighting is now these little selective points of light from street lights and things like that, as opposed to the sun. And I like how it's literally you get two options in a sense. You get the daytime version of that scene, and you get the nighttime version of that scene. And then, when you really get technical, you get a lot of options because throughout the day, the scene is always changing. But if we're going in, binaries. Oh, he's shooting at 11. I'm sorry. I got it. Talking about F11. Yeah, no, that shot would have been great at F11. Would you use Fujifilm cameras? Got to check your Instagram out. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate you, Tony. Sometimes I don't know if if you guys have been around for a while. If you're new, it seems like you're new. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Always feel free to send me messages and stop by and stuff. And hopefully I do more of these. I think I want to do more of these as I'm going through my edits. We're talking about F11, Fujifilm. Yeah, so Fujifilm cameras. I love them. I think they're physically beautiful. I think they're like, other than I guess Leicas, I think they're physically the most beautiful looking cameras out there right now. And they still look like nice old cameras. I'm having some trouble with this one. This one's a bit of a weird shot. The sky, I think, is what's throwing me off. So this is what that copied over look does. But it's just, I don't know. I blew out these. It was really hard not to blow out all of that. I don't know if that's hurting me here. I like the shot. I don't like this guy is right behind that boat, this little tiny boat. I might actually skip over this one for now. I think that thing in the background kind of doesn't make it work. It's pretty. I have another shot later that's similar, that's way better and up close. But yeah, so I think they're physically beautiful. I think the film emulations on those are fun. I think they would be a lot of fun to play with. I have friends who shoot Fuji, and they're nice and small, nice and easy to manage. I just feel like they would be really fun to pick up and play with. The bodies are built so nicely. I don't mind it at all. I shoot Sony because I also have a big emphasis on video in my life, and Sonys are great Swiss Army knife cameras. So that's why. So this one is problematic. I think this is a good teaching photo because the mast of this ship is touching there, and I couldn't get up higher to get the mast not to touch. And looking back, I think that really, really takes away from the image. I think I was also trying to match it up with this tower. You can go up, see the tower. But I don't know. I just don't think it's going to come together, sadly. It's a cool shot. I just wish I think that mast needs to be lower. Like if the boat was down here-ish, that would have been perfect. Perfect. I don't know. I'll export it because I need to talk about it in the video probably. So we'll go with that. Again, oops. I'm just going to brighten it up. See if there's anything I can do with the... Do you shoot Fuji? How do you like your Fuji? Yeah. Okay. Let me do that again. There we go. Okay, so the crop's a little weird on this one too. I was trying to let the railing in. Thought that'd be fun. I like adding in foreground elements. Not for everybody, but I sure do enjoy it. This one's a little... Okay, let's level this. It might help me a little bit. No, I think that actually... Does that level it, or maybe I'm confused with my eyeballs? No, that's level. Huh. That's kind of funny. Okay, so I think it does need to be centered. I'm just trying to deal with this little piece down here. Understood, but still a nice shot. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I mean, I think it's certainly... I think this going up makes it salvageable. Okay. So I might actually move over. I might actually move this over to this one. And the reason why I say that is because the mast lines up with the tower a bit better. I think so. That's good. What if I push it in? What if I just what if I just go way in just for fun? Nope. Thank you. Go back over this way just a little bit because I think I was trying to center the boat, but the mast is a little to the front of the boat. Okay, that might be good. But you can see I just completely blew out these highlights right here. And I think it was this one. Yeah, I think, yeah. But it's fine. It's okay. It works here. I don't think the highlights are really a problem in this photo. I really don't mind blowing out highlights a lot of times. Do that. What if I go clarity? No, that's too harsh. All right, yeah, soft, we'll stick with that. That's good. We'll move along. We'll put this on this one. So this one, still touching. It's still very much touching, going through, but I think this one works a lot better. And you can see that it's clearly being mirrored with the tower as well. So let's see, now move it over. Let's center right there. Okay, yep, that's interesting. All right with that. So what I ended up doing was, I think I dropped the f-stop. Yeah, I dropped it down to F9 because it was just so bright, those highlights. And the scene ended up being quite dark in camera, I think. No, that one was, maybe I balanced it out. Okay, that's all right. Let's see, any of these other ones looking fun? No. Yeah. That's good. What if I make the highlights a little bit pink? Maybe? Just trying to give it a little bit of personality, It's kind of nice. Happens if I take the blue channel and just boop. Oh, baby, that's not what we want. How about that, guys? Okay. No, I don't think so. I wonder if I push this, see that gets red really quick. Really quick. I kind of like crushing the highlights a little bit right there. Pinkifying. That's cool. That's cool. And I'm pretty sure for this one, kind of to harken back, I'm pretty sure I focused on the boat. Yeah. It's clear subject, or at least, the boat and the tower are the subject. But the boat is so dark, right? It would be really nice if the boat had just a nice splash of light on it, made it super dramatic. Oh, this look, or the pink shadow, the pink highlights. I mean, is that what you're talking about? That's all right. That's all right. Nice contrast. Not super awesome, but that's okay. Let's move through. Okay, this one I had a lot of fun with. I think this one turned out all right because I love having all these boats in the background, and then we have this one little boat, and I did a big burst so that I could, choose where I wanted the person to be. So let's see what that look that we've been using. Yeah, that's all right. It blues up that water. Let's see. Do I want to work with this photo or this other one? Let's go back to this one. That one's kind of all right too. Well, that'll be fine. I think it will work with that one. Okay, so I'm going to want to put some bit more emphasis on them. I think what I might do is do a gradient filter on this, and then highlights. I think I did it backwards again. Gosh, I'm the only one that does this backwards every single time. Okay. Yep. So like that, and then we're going to shadows. Yikes. I might, I might want to either also or not also put a brush on these guys as well. Whites. Yeah, see that? Okay, that really helps out. Because then, and we can also get those clouds in the background. That's fun. That's pretty neat. It's pretty neat, guys. And then, so I'm going to brighten the whole photo up in just a second. So first it's going to be just a hair dark. And then I'm going to bring the exposure up. Right? Also, if I'm like, my P's are like popping in your ears, let me know. I'm pretty close to this mic and I don't have a pop filter for it. This way, I want it to be centered. I might crop it a little bit, right? So I don't want to crop it from the bottom. I think the distance they are from the bottom is terrific. That's looking good. One step at a time, guys. -10. Yeah, let's do that. A little bit more definition back into the boat. And then I'm going to, let's see what I can do in the curves here. I might do this in the curves, bring up those midtones. Just look at that mountain of midtone. Mount Everest of midtone. Midtone Everest. And then we're going to crush these highlights. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Exciting. Yeah, these are getting me going now. Let's see. Yeah. Love this. Nice red, I think the red shirt in the boat is very helpful. A lot of different directions we could go with this. I'm all right with that. That's fine. Okay. I still feel like there needs to be some more emphasis on the boat itself. So I might just do this. Yeah. Oh, there it is. We did it. We did it, guys. 30. Sick. Yeah, that helps out. Let me just put a little brush around it. I might just get this whole, let's just get this whole area to be brushed. That's good. That's good, right? I'm gonna tone it back just a little bit because the whole scene's getting a bit bright. Let's calm down a little bit, guys. Ooh, baby, I love your way. I don't know why that's in my head. Declarify or no clarity effect? I think declarify still. That's looking all right. Anything we can do with the blue here? Whoa, nuts. Kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure like small, it looks really cool doing this, but it's a bit too much. A bit too much pushing down and into the down direction. Let's see if I want to do anything with the hue. No, hues is about as far as it would be. Without the hue adjusted, it would look like that, and not as exciting. Not quite as exciting. Okay, this is feeling good. Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. Push the greens up a little bit in the background. All right, that feels nice. I wonder if there's anything we can do here. No. And get some of those green. Dope shot and edit. Thank you. Thank you. I think this one's turning out quite nice. So this is where we came from. This is where we are. Yeah. Yeah, I think shooting this way where you can see it as one by one in the field, it's a really good feature. It's a really, really helpful feature. Let me see if I can do anything else with this gradient map really quick. Gradient map, gradient filter. It's another thing. 40. Push down a little bit more. Should I be brave? All it's missing is a little grain. It's got a little grain on it. Let's see. It's got a little bit. Push in. Bit hard to see. There. I can push it up a little bit. Let's see if we go to 30. Also adjust the size. It's a bit hard to tell on this image. I want it to be a bit rough. Oof. So if we do that, Feels a bit too clean. Roughness? What does that do? Roughness down? Kind of like the roughness being down. Whoa. There we go. Now we're cooking. I'll bring it down. I'm on my phone. That's all. Perfect shot. No, cool. Yeah, no, we added a bit more though. So there's some more grain. We'll copy this one over with its exciting grain to this next one, I think. This one's basically what I did before. We'll move past that one. I don't think I'll need to edit that one. This one, I don't know what happened. I just decided to go Dutch for a second. And, you know, sometimes you just gotta go for it. Here we are. I wonder if we can rotate. Let's see. What's the rotate thing? What's the rotate key command? Flip horizontal. There you go. Okay, let's do boop. Boop, boop. No, boop, boop, boop. I don't know, guys. A bit wacky. I like the idea of him coming from the bottom right to the top left. I thought that would be kind of fun. Him, them, him and her, maybe. I mean, I don't, I don't know what I'm gonna ever do with this photo, but we can straighten it. Here. Dang it. Here. Perfect. And then we can go, boom, look at it. Fun. All right. Yeah, we'll put it, I mean, you know, let's export it. Why not? I like having some detail in those highlights. In this case, let's see if we can bring the blue up a little bit. I think I really crushed the blue on those last couple of photos. I kind of like it that way, though. This guy here is a genius. Thanks. You know, just trying to bring the Dutch angle back. All right. Let anybody tell you can't do a Dutch angle. Thought that boat in that scene was interesting, but it's not interesting enough for us to edit today. This building seemed kind of cool. Weird futuristic building. I got this pole going into that. I'm not super excited about that. I might go ahead and push past these. Let me see if there's anything I can do with it. This is I think what you get with these streams is just a lot of indecisiveness. I mean, it kind of works. Like the poles are still represented. What we need is a Dutch angle. There we go. I think if there was nothing behind this pole or and this building wasn't in there, then it would really work, right? It would be very nice, be very potentially minimal. Light, you know, the lighting's not super exciting. Silly wife. Oh, got myself a good one. All right, more sailboats. Let's see. Poking around with sailboat shots. Questions are, am I going to end up using these? Yeah, that's not that exciting. I was like, okay, I want to try to get this. I love all these boats. Like, look at all these boats in the foreground. Let me actually move back really quick. I'm going to move back and copy this over. This scene is a very similar place as well. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to work on this one. I liked having this whole mess of boats in the foreground and then this tower. It's a pretty unique tower as well in the background. Let's bring the highlights up and then you know, I don't know. See what we can do here. I think some clarity might actually be a good idea for this shot because I need these boats to have a bit more visual definition. Got the mask coming in from the bottom. I might crop in a bit more. Maybe I really go for it. See what this does. Yeah, I like that. I like pushing in a bit more. Maybe get some of this stuff on the left out. Might be too much. Stuff on the left back in. Okay. So cropped. Yeah, that's all right. What happens if I do that? No, I think the white balance is kind of good as is. Let me make the sky a bit more pink perhaps. Let's try it back this way though. Sometimes you need to undo it for a second and just kind of feel it out. So that's not doing anything. That's good. It's the scene is quite, the lighting's quite flat, so I'm just kind of wrestling with it. This is, I mean, it's, you know, I might poke around with putting some red into the shadows, but on the fence about it. Put some red there. No, gets a little bit too affected. Just, I don't know. I use Lightroom on iPad. I don't know. I haven't used it on iPad. I've used it on iPhone a little bit. It's a pretty solid app. I tend to use Darkroom on iOS. I like Darkroom a lot. And I actually think I want to make a video about Darkroom for both iOS and Mac because I think it could be a really good alternative to Lightroom. And it's a fantastic app. Very pretty app. And you get all the same tools. Like you get, like one of the things that is hard to find is, well, one is curves. And then the other thing is these HSL sliders. You don't find those everywhere. And if they're implemented in a bit of a strange way. Like I think, if I remember correctly, Visco, they implement them, but they're not, it's kind of in a strange way. And I don't think Visco has curves at all. I love curves. I'm always using curves. So anyway, but Lightroom also has curves and all of these things on iOS, and I think it's a great, like I'd probably be I don't know. I like Visco's presets. They have good presets. I like the ease, sort of approachability of Visco, and they've always made amazing presets. That if I remember correctly, they got out of the desktop preset game, which is kind of sad because they had some really fantastic stuff. These tones are just so flat, making me sad. So yeah, I don't know. Top 3 I think would be like Darkroom, Visco, Lightroom. I'm not sure though. Not sure if I would. I think Darkroom's first, but I'm not sure where the second one would fall. Using the pencil makes the workflow a little bit smooth. Oh my gosh, I'm sure. Yeah. That's excellent. That's probably a really fun way to edit. Never been able, I've tried to get into the pencil. I have it, but I'm considering selling it because I just can't find a way to use it in my daily go-abouts. I need to move past this photo, I think. I just can't. Ooh, that was interesting what I did there. That made the boats kind of pop out a little bit more. What if I do this? What if I bring this up? Okay, that's fun. Yeah. So I've tried to use the pencil to, like draw. My wife uses it to draw her notes, and I can't, I've never been able to draw things. You know what? This feels pretty good. I think this is good. A/B it. It's quite dark. So, oh yeah, one of the things is I bursted so that I could get these lights popping on the tower, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it work necessarily for this shot. I think I'd have to really crush. It doesn't really add that much in this case anyway. I actually like crushing the highlights though. I think that actually helps out. Do you do a lot of brush work on your photos? I imagine the pencil would be very useful for that. Sport. Okay. I thought this was kind of fun. We got some birds on a thing. It's a bit hard to see the birds. Ooh. Okay. That's not the worst thing in the world. All the bird poop is these little splatters are very interesting. I think we could maybe pull away a wonky framing like that on the edge there. Or do I center it? Let's see if that centering is better. Does it need a Dutch angle? I think going on this side would be weird, right? Because all the birds are pointing that other direction and the railing. I think it feels better this way. Maybe I go all the way over here. No, that's too much. It's too much water. That kind of works. I think center though. I don't know though. It's not super exciting there. This is not a super exciting photo, I feel. Accentuate the bird poop. And the water. It's hard to get the water to really come up. Yeah, not the worst thing in the world. That's tough. Not super excited about this one. That's the tough thing. What if I take the hue? Whoa, baby. The water looks kind of green. I don't know. I don't think I might move along from this one. I don't think it'll be that necessary. Maybe I'll come back to it later. I really enjoyed all of these boats back here, right? This huge cluster of boats. But quite far away, I had my 70. I shot most of this for this, if not all, I think all with the 70 to 200 millimeter f4. I should have mentioned that earlier. But so I think it kind of works, but the tree, it's just not quite there. It's not quite all the way there. I wonder if I could crop it in a little bit. That already feels a little bit better, I think. And then, whoa, oh, that's interesting. I think the colors are quite fun that we've got going on here. Make sure I didn't bring over, I don't think I brought over any like brushes or anything. Yeah. So it's kind of a fun vibe shot. Are you talking about this particular shot here? Good. I'm glad you like it. You might like it more than I do. All the boats are fun, right? Like, it would have been, I wonder if it would have been like 600 millimeter, right? Push in and put those trees right in the foreground and focus on all the boats. That could have been a lot of fun. Okay. This is feeling pretty good. I think maybe we could take let's do it the opposite way to see if I can do it the correct way. Hey, I did it. All right. So if we go to, let's see if I warm it up. Sometimes this works. Sometimes this works. I don't think warming it up and making it darker is really going to help us all that much. But like a nice long, right? I mean, that's okay. It's not the worst. Yeah, it has 4 elements to the shot, or like layers, right? Maybe 5 now that I look at it more. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a lot of layers. Dark, bright. I kind of like having the sky like that. It's fun. Wonder, what if I do this? Is this gonna, like, what if I push it way too far? That's not what we want. I don't want to go too far with it. I think just a little bit. Will go a long way. These trees, I don't know if they're just not in the green. There we go. Yeah. Okay, and then I might tweak the green a little bit. That's, they're pretty. I don't think they're gonna get much better. Hi, Willie. Welcome. How you doing? Always love seeing you around, Willie. You having a good day? Did you have a good week? You having a good weekend? Pick one of the questions and answer them. Okay. A lot of times trees have a lot of yellow in them as well. So could tweak those. That's awesome. It's awesome, Willie. Good to be good. Hope everything's been going well in your world. I'll hear from you, and then I won't hear from you for a long time, and I'll hear from you again. Okay, what if I tweak the hue? I met a blues artist. Oh my gosh, fantastic. That's fun. Did you watch this artist play the blues, or did you just watch? Have you not heard the artist play the blues yet? Like, were you at a live show? I'm just trying to gauge what the situation was. Okay, I think this one's pretty much where we want to be. Love a good blues guitarist solo. Quite enjoy it. Okay, you know what? I think this one's ready. All right. So this one, I noticed this fun glare coming off of this boat. I thought, I'll snap a shot of that, see how it turns out. And you got their CD of their new album. Oh, okay, cool, great. Who are they? You don't mind me asking? Trying to keep this artist to yourself? Niche artist? The world can't know, or else they're not good anymore. They'll fall into pop culture. Boats. I like these buildings in the background too. I think they add some. Looking at where these third lines are on the building. See if I can frame them up nicely. A lot of times I forget that I can just push in a little bit more, and it will really help the photo along. Your live stream. That's all right. Welcome, wife. Yeah. The wife's here. How's it going? We're having a good time. We're having a great time. Yeah. Willie met a blues artist. Cool. Let's see. What did Tony do? There's another guy who's in school to be an architect. Nice. And then Tony's just being nice. Oh, well, thank you for being nice, Tony. Yeah. Cool. We all thank Tony for being nice. Yep. Cooper's in here, and he has all of his balls. That's all right. Yeah, yep. I found a bunch of them earlier. Nice. Did you find his favorite one? Because I've been looking for that one. Oh, I don't know. Was one of them that I found a favorite one? I don't know. He looks like it. Okay. Dog has favorite balls. All right. Thank you. I don't know. I feel like that the water is just, it's like really dark. It's okay, but it's just quite dark. Willie says hello. So Willie said hello. Hi, Willie. She said hi, Willie. Why, thank you. Thank you, Tony. All right. It's like, I think I want to brighten it up, but I mean, is it just me or is it? Oh, why was it not working earlier? Or did I not try it? Maybe I didn't try it. That's all right. And then I don't think I want to try that whole, we can try it. I guess we can try it. The whole gradient filter warming technique. Ooh, oopsies. Looks like I did it the wrong way. No, it doesn't work here. There's a lot of movies that use that. If you pay close attention, they'll warm up the top of the frame. I think Die Hard did that quite a few times in the movie. It looks beautiful when it's done really well. Okay, that we'll leave that at that. I'm not going to get too funky with that one. Still want to meet you guys, Willie. We would love to meet you too. Well, if there's a situation where we can meet you, that would be fantastic. You've been around for a long time, and we would love to give you a hug. Oh yeah, so let's go back up. So the main singer is from Phoenix. Her name is Blue, aka Kelly. Okay, all right. So we'll have to find this person later. So yeah, okay. So now we have this one, which is just kind of like a very minimalistic nothingness scene with a nice leading line. These guys over here are bothering me a little bit. So we might have to see if we can get those cropped out, but it might make our crop pretty tight. Oh, let's do this. Fun, maybe. All right, let's just go here. I find that with shots like this, sometimes you can do things like put this right up at the top and it'll add some invigoration. This look is really, I'm really enjoying it. I think it works really well for the day. Okay, let's see what happens if I take this blue. No, I don't think I want to go all the way down that way. Does it? Yeah, no, I don't want to go all the way down. I will put it to 0 though. Gotta love a minimal shot. Yes. Tried out Instagram call with Sunny. I tried out the Instagram call. Oh, there was an Instagram call with this person. Got it. It's so cool that you can do that. That you can just interact with people who you enjoy, you look up to live, right? Ooh, that or that? I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah, it's so cool that you can do that. I interacted with one of my favorite photographers on Clubhouse not too long ago, and it was really fantastic. It's cool because the person, I mean, for one, you would probably, I like how soft this shot looks. Like, I kind of don't want to punch it up anymore. So we're going to copy this really quick so I can move it on because the next shot is very similar. I had this guy walk in. But it was, the person lives far away from me, and who knows if I'd ever be able to meet that person. But the fact that I can talk to that person, even though they're maybe on the other side of the planet, is just so cool. Okay, so this light's bothering me a little bit. It could stay in there. Oh, what's up, man? How you doing? Been a long time. Hey, James. Are you having a lovely weekend? Did you have a good week? Did anything exciting happen? I like to ask people that in particular because it will help them actually think about something specific that may have happened to them. As opposed to just like, oh, how's it going? This is kind of fun. I don't mind this at all. I always forget it exactly how to spell your name. Tiago. Tiago. I can't remember. I know I said it when we spoke, but I can't remember. I did a CPR class today because I have a daughter on the way. And I won. They said I could CPR. So that's good. This is, I mean, listen, I'm all right with this. I think we'll leave that way. I'm really loving this look for these shots. Chiago. That having dinner photographed on the top of a tall building to excellent. Excellent. I love elevation. I hope to see those photos. Yeah, I hope to see those. Maybe send them to me in some way. Got it. Okay, good. Yeah, sorry, man. I'm I'm American, so I think there's a couple different ways you can pronounce that name, and I think that's why I'm getting tripped up. Scary business. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't fall off, man. But that's so great. I'm always looking for ways to get up high. That's one of the reasons why I was on this bridge. So this one, basically the last one. Just a little bit of a difference in movement, so not too much. But like looking, I mean, this is a great example of elevation in reverse, right? Looking up onto the person. And looking up into the sky creates this very minimalistic feel. Put him over here, though. I could go here, let some of those trees in. That's not the worst thing that's ever happened. I agree. But it is also nice having that leading line straight down the middle. Decisions. I mean, this is really fun. I feel like putting it over here. Yeah, I feel like that makes the shot quite fun. Maybe I'll do it for the last one as well, but here we'll export this. Let me see. This one wants to do that too. That one could do that. Well, I think I want to do that with this one too, guys. Oh boy. Okay. Thiago Roma. All right, export. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna move this next one over a little bit. Same look. I'm liking that this look is transferring well. Okay, that's fine, yeah. Anybody else photograph on tall buildings? Any fun shots that you've gotten from tall buildings? I like parking garages. Parking garages is really great because they're normally pretty easy to access. Not all the time, but they tend to be pretty easy to access. And you can, I think I might want to go over on this one, right? Over that way. Yeah, see, that feels better to me. So we might shoot a bit more down the middle. And we got, so he's eating the chips. Exciting. But yeah, with the parking garages, you can you're not too high. Oh, now we got a car coming in. You're not too high that you're just kind of away from everything, even though that's fine too. That's awesome. But I like being just a little bit elevated. Yeah, send me some on Instagram, man. I would love to see those. Parking garages scene 2. I suppose there was supposed to be more to that sentence. They seem to. They do. I hate, dude, I'll send, I accidentally send things all the time, and I hope people don't see them when I send them. Yeah. Lost my train of thought. That's so funny. You're just typing it. You're like, oh, I forgot. Enter. That's silly. Okay, I like this. I'm feeling good about this, I think. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, yep, that's good. Sometimes I'll just paste the look again just to see how far I've come. I could crush it and get a bit more of the sky in there, but the sky's not super interesting anyway. Is this more interesting than that, though? These are the questions. So, all right, what if I try to do that? That is kind of cool, I feel like. It almost has like a movie quality to it. I'm back. Willie. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you're back. That's okay. Yeah, this is fun. I might actually go backwards because this is a bit of a fun situation we got going on here. So I darken the overall image, and so the shadows are a bit more pronounced. I don't want that car in there. How many shots did you just edit? Like in the last like 10 minutes, like on this set, or like overall since I started? I'm just going through a collection of shots that are quite similar. So I've probably done about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, 6 if you don't count that one. I really like what I did here because it feels a bit more cinematic this way. I almost want to put a 16:9 on it. Altogether, my fault. What's your fault? It's okay, Tony. Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay. Yep, that's. I think we'll go with that. I like how kind of wonky it is. Do I maybe I want to crop in? Maybe that will solve some problems. Maybe I get that out, the trees. Oh, I did it. Oh, sorry guys, punched you. That's kind of fun. We're getting pretty tight here, but that's kind of fun. It's okay. We're just adding some grain. The call quality on Instagram is pretty clear. That's good. Yeah, no, they do a good job. Hasn't always been that way on the interwebs with calls and such. Okay, now we're getting exciting. Look at that. That is fun. That is fun. That is a lot of fun. Okay, so now we're going to put these back on this one. This is very similar, obviously, shot. And then we're going to bring this up. I'm going to do the same thing. And, you know, I might only use one of these in the video. That's solid. Yeah, I love that, man. That's so cool. Bring it back here. Not as exciting on these, but I think I will still apply that difference. But I might. I crop this one in too. So do this. Now he's center, but he's gonna be off now. Every shot I've seen so far has been at least 8 out of 10. Oh my gosh, Tony, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Overwhelmed with your kindness. So I want him to be in the center, right? On this one. But I don't want that. I don't want the pole to be cropped out. So I think I have to come back down with this one, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, yep, that's good. That's good. And I think I'll crop in on this side to center him up a bit more. This one's rough. This is a little bit rough, but we'll leave it that way. I think this one's just not as exciting as the rest. Let's go back to this one and do a similar cropping situation. I mean, I'm sorry, tones. I think this one wants to be brighter though. Yeah. So we'll post the same edits and then put the brighter tone. Yeah, we'll post the edits from the other one all the way down at the end and then just brighten it up a little bit. Gotta stay hydrated, guys. I think this one wants to be quite bright. Yeah, that's fine right there. And then, yep. I'm just trying to let that sky back in a little bit more. That's good. Flattens it out a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, great. Okay. We're in good shape, guys. Do I want to move? These aren't much different. They don't offer too much. Nah. Okay, guys, a quick shot of the kid playing around. I think I'll move past this one. I'll do one more sweep later and just make sure that there's nothing. I thought it was interesting that this guy was hanging out of the lifeguard stand talking to his buddy there. He sticks his arm out there. I think we could probably do something with this one. Oh, these colors work all right here too. I think. I've known you for 7 years. I can't believe it. I know, it's been such a long time. Yeah. You're I feel like we all had a certain type of community all those years ago. And now all those people are still there. We're still part of the community, but time has shifted around. Things have, I guess, adapted. I don't know. It's like different. It's different, but the same. Glad to have you around, man. Let's see here. Okay. I like this. I love how these things on the side are kind of framing the shot for us. I love subframing. It's one of my favorite things to do from a compositional standpoint. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's a nice little vibe shot, and the colors are fine. Like, they look great. I almost want to go back and put them on the beginning shots. I don't know what they would look like though. Maybe the light has changed enough. Yeah, I wish this guy was a little bit higher, right? This one, yeah, maybe I could see if this one could get interesting, and I could pull the exposure up. It's all thanks to Liz and Chris. Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, oh my gosh. Nostalgia. I'm sure Liz still loves cats as much as ever. Chris is still as much of a tech nerd as ever. I want this to be like a really tight shot. Like I want this to be in on like his head with the sailboat in the background. This guy on the right here is kind of cluttering things up. I'm wondering if I can really push in here and see. There's a point where you push in and the frame actually loses interest. Like, what is he looking at? You get this same fun subframing situation we have going on here, but it's just not the same. Not the same. Kind of fun. I mean, it's not. I think the shot works. I think it does work. I think the other one might be better. I'll send this one out anyway, though. Man, that subframing is fun. This is what's so nice about a longer lens. I used to watch Chris Brillo on his live streams, and he would just live stream all day long. Okay, so this is when we moved over to the harbor. And so I was mentioning earlier that we were meeting up with our friends, Riley and Elena. They have a channel called Sailing La Vagabond. They were in the area and we were out that evening because this is a little ways from where we live. And we were out that evening to meet up with them eventually. And I just put a photo walk at the beginning of that. So this is at the dock where they're coming to pick us up with their dinghy so that we could go onto their catamaran. And so I was sitting there waiting for them to come in. And I saw this guy in the boat. This one's just, the top of the boat is just touching the horizon too much. I don't think I'm going to edit these. These are kind of cool. And you can see that the sun has moved down a little bit. Don't know exactly how long I've been here, but I missed the long hair though. Did I have long hair the first time I spoke to you? Or is that right? Or is that just because you watched then? Because I think I might have cut it when we spoke. I can't remember. All right, I think I'm about to go out and do some night photography. Oh, I love it. Fantastic. Dope edits and keep shooting. I'll check your Instagram. Excellent. I hope to see you around, Tony. Thank you so much. You've been very kind this evening, and I hope you get some great shots. Still have, man. Wait, still have, huh? It was short already when we talked. So, okay. Got it. Got it. It was short. Okay. Much easier to take care of when it's short, but I do miss the longness sometimes. All right. So let's see. Hope you come to Phoenix. Ooh, you know what? I've been to Phoenix before. I'll probably end up back over there. I liked it there. It was a nice spot. But I'll try to remember if I'm there. That you're there. Perhaps I can go get coffee or something. Tiago, I forget how long your hair is right now. Is it long or is it short? Okay, yeah, these tones are working here as well. But let's see if there's, maybe there's something else we can do here with these presets. Not singing to me. That's kind of nice. But I like, I like how it punches through. But no, I like that. I like the way it is. This is good. So, so I mentioned this earlier. I'm trying to keep all of these square. In this case, to the best of my abilities. I like the boat masts and such. I like but obviously a point of interest is this cloud, right? So it's just kind of a weird shot. Kind of a weird situation. I think uncropped, it might actually work a little better. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, that's working out. Still long? Excellent. Love it. That's fantastic. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, when I had long hair a couple times, like I grew it out, cut it off, grew it out, cut it off. I tried to grow it out this time again, but I forget why I decided not to do it. But for the longest time, that was kind of like how people knew of me, was my hair, because it was long and then my hair's red, so it was long and red. It's a great way to like add some distinction to you as a person.
Oh, okay.
Hello, welcome. Okay, I think that works well right there. I'm gonna copy these edits because they've shifted.
Those boats.
Those is boats.
Nice.
All right, so we're almost to the end of our photos for the evening. We're now on the dinghy. We're now progressing towards their catamaran on the dinghy, and we came up in front of the sailboat, and I thought, oh, that's a fun shot. So I initially edited it like this. I'm going to see what these edits do if I paste the ones that we've been using, and just want to see what it feels like. I think that's kind of cool. I like this other way that we had, which was that. But for one, it's the sun. I like how we're crushing the sunlight a little bit.
We're just gonna have
On
a
this.
breakfast burrito for dinner, okay?
Okay, I'll join you.
You want a breakfast burrito too?
Yeah, when I'm done in just a second, I'll join you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna eat without you.
Oh, go for it.
Okay.
I'm just saying I'll join you in the eating of a breakfast burrito.
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay. So I like
That plate.
what?
Can I use that plate?
Oh yeah, there you go.
That way we don't be dirted in.
Do enjoy that particular plate.
When you guys are warming up a breakfast burrito, you put the aluminum foil directly into the microwave and turn it on high.
If you guys didn't hear, if you're warming up a breakfast burrito, you put the breakfast burrito in the microwave in aluminum foil and put it on high. And then it will warm up, but I do recommend that you run. Okay, so here, what I was gonna say was I love these greenish shadows down here. I think that's fun. Do we keep them? I don't know. I don't know if we keep them. Let's try. I think we might be able to get away with it. I like maybe bringing the light down on that. That's the new one. That's the old one. Whew, this is tough. It's just two different looks, I guess, right? I kind of think that what's happening in the highlights here. Okay, so those highlights just look gorgeous. Maybe we'll paste this and see if we can add those green. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. They get easier to edit as you get into the evening. So that's fun. I wonder if we crop it in, go real tight. Does that help us? Because I like getting these trees out over here. I just find that there's a nice little gap right there. I love the reflection on the water. I don't think I want to get rid of much of that. That feels pretty good, I think. But I like kind of moving things down in the frame as well. There we go. Yep. Okay. It feels a little off, maybe. So maybe I pull it over. That feels good. I mean, that just feels like a nice little postcard shot, right? Let's see if there's any straightening that can be applied onto the. Oh, perfect. So sometimes Lightroom has an aneurysm when I decide to straighten the photo. And this is one of those. It's like, nope, you're getting a Dutch angle. Let's see how straight it is, though. So if I take this, Thiago, are you still doing music photography? Right. Yep, that's it. That little bit of straightening really helped it along. So let's A/B this really quick. See, so we really brought that up. There's some nice grain. It might be hard to tell, but there's some really nice, cute. That's a weird way to describe grain. Really nice grain here. I like it. I wonder if maybe the roughness, we pull that down. No. Do we? Not much since the pandemic strike. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That changed so much. There was a kind of like halfway to here from the beginning. I was like, man, I really wish that I could go to like a show, like a concert, like some really amazing music. I'd love to go see like an orchestra or something as well. Like just something really beautiful, like take yourself to another dimension for a little while, right? Yeah, we'll leave the grain like that. But yeah, yeah. Okay, so we'll take this edit now that we've adapted it. And we'll bring it into these next ones. So now we were on the boat, and I was just shooting out with my 70 to 200, which is what I've been using for this entire photo walk. But I was on the boat. Obviously, you have a bit of a different angle on things, and so I was just using my 70 to 200. I don't want the grain to be so extreme, so I'm going to bring that back. I'm going to copy this again so that when it moves to the next one, it doesn't copy the grain over. I miss it really, really bad. Yeah, I'm sure. Vaccination is slowly here in Brazil. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Now we are just starting to have some small gigs again. That's good. That's good. Did you guys not have a lot of ability for vaccination for a while? Yeah. Yeah, no, I can understand the missing. I started to really miss gathering with people. It wasn't even, for the most part, I'm an introverted person, so I'm having a good time being alone in my house. But yeah, I really started missing like big gatherings from time to time. Interestingly enough. Man. Okay, so this one. Those guys are off on the side. I guess the one downside of shooting with this sort of built-in 1x1 crop in camera is that when you shoot, if you want to uncrop it, you have not photographed a shot for an uncropped version, because you can see these boats came in on the side. I didn't even see it when I was shooting because I was seeing the 1x1 version. So that's one downside to it. You really just have to decide if you want to be shooting for square or not. In this case, I did. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. Yep. That's fine. This one's, I think, pretty good. What happens if I bring this up? No. What happens if I bring... No. Just trying different things. More contrast? Maybe? No. Maybe a little bit. And then I think I'm going to bring this up a little bit to put them down at the bottom of the frame a bit more. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, the sky is not super exciting in this photo. Which is not helpful for us. Maybe I can bring it up here again. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Why does it get stuck like that? There we go. There we go. I guess I straightened it. Yeah, I think uncropped, or not uncropped, but opening up the crop a bit is good. Okay, and then we're gonna bring this up. I just want those boats to punch a little bit more. Yeah. I also want them to crush a little bit more. And we have those green shadows being introduced. That's good, right? Let's see. It doesn't make much of a change, but I'll leave it there. What happens if I do this just for fun? Punches up the water a little bit. I don't mind it. I think I'll leave it this way. And yeah, I think I'll leave it this way. Is there anything else I can do with the highlights? I can really lean into that expired film pinkness. It's a good name. Like, somebody should just name presets that. Expired film pinkness. Yeah, I'm leaning in. I'm leaning in, baby. That's good. That's good. Let's see. In fact, historically, I think maybe historically, is that what you mean? Historically, Brazil is great at vaccinating people. Sadly, we have a negationist as the president. What does that mean? What is a negationist? Negationist as the president. and he deliberately delayed. So like he's negating something. Got it. I think that's what you mean, right? Like he negates his duties, or like he's negligent. And he deliberately delayed the purchase of vaccines. Oh, wow. Wow, that's intense. Wow. But back on topic. I'm loving these photos. Good, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. A person who denies science. Oh, is that what that means? Okay. Interesting. I've never heard that term before. Okay. Yeah, man. This a politicized situation too, you know. I think you have to sift through. You have to sift through all this. You have to find your own information and sift through and make sure you're not just following what people are saying, because I'm not a huge fan of just following what everybody is saying because everybody is saying it. I think a lot of people can be wrong, so I think you have to do your own research. It's more work, you know, but this is like a weird. I feel like I could share this like this, and people like, and then just say that it was shot on film, and people like, "Wow, this is amazing." I do think I'll keep it this way. I mean, I'll keep the colors this way, but let's work on the framing a little bit. Oh man, like, oh man, what a vibe! What a vibe. Also, I think exercise is one of the things that we have not emphasized enough when it comes to this whole COVID thing. Exercise and good diet and just being generally healthy. We focused tremendously on the vaccines, and I think the vaccines are a part of this, but I think more importantly is that we're taking care of ourselves. Kind of a weird shot, this one. Yeah, it's a nice vibe. I don't really know what to make. Okay, I mean, I don't know. We do. Yeah, there's not. It's. I mean, there's kind of subject. Like we could say it's the building. We could say it's the sailboat. But it's a little bit all over the place. I keep going back and forth. I'm just not sure where to put the crop. We'll put it there. Move along. Okay, I got this one, another boat. I think I'll pass on that one. That's not quite working out. We had the plane. I took this one of some water. Let's see what happens when I apply the. Whoa, baby. That's a vibe. All right, let's maybe go into this. Let's just go hit some of these presets and see how they feel. No, I'm just undoing as I do it so I don't get too far from my initial thing. I think that custom, yeah, the custom white balance is doing some funny things. Pretty water. Very strange color right now. Tricky. Black and white background. iPhone background. I think maybe I bring it. No. Do we just embrace the? It's very green right now. The shadows are green. So maybe what I do is I take these shadows and drop them down here and give them some blue. Okay, I enjoy the pink highlights. I think that's kind of fun. Do I bring this down as well? Is it, it gets a little bit hectic. maybe I make the whole thing a bit. Oof. What do I do? What do I do, guys? This is hard. Oh, that did something. Oh, yes. This is going to be really nice. That's looking good. Ooh, do I want to do this? Yep, I do. Okay, we'll leave that way, I think. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys about this last photo because I already edited it. I spent a long time editing it the other way so I could get it out on Instagram. So this is Riley and Elena. They have a channel called Sailing the Vagabond, and it is a terrific travel channel. They live on their sailboat and they wander around. One of the best, if not the best, travel vlog channel on the internet. They have a couple of kids, and they're just great people. They're Australian, and we got to spend some time with them. We helped them find some Wi-Fi while they were in town because they were having a hard time uploading some footage. So we knew them a little bit from meet up with them in the past, and so Christina has been making friends with them with Elena particularly over time. And when they came in town, they sent out a thing and were asking for some Wi-Fi, and we just jumped in and said, hey, we have blazing fast Wi-Fi. And so I brought Riley over that on one day, and he left his computer so it could upload stuff. And then the next day we went out and met with them here. And so this was us going away from their boat to, and if you've never been on a catamaran, I encourage it. It's a wonderful experience. Just very relaxing, very enjoyable. Good time. You might get seasick, but like if you're in this area, the water is quite flat, so that's helpful. But it is, it's definitely possible. But they love to be in the Bahamas, so they were stopping here before they went to the Bahamas. So we hopped on their boat for a bit, hung out, met their babysitter, nanny. I'm not sure exactly what they would call her, but her name was Sarah. She was very friendly. Spoke with her for a little bit, hung out with their kid Linny. This is Darwin. This is their little one, Darwin. But Linny is like crazy. He's like jumping around on the boat, and he like jumped on my back. He's like the little kid from the Wild Thornberrys, if you've ever seen that show. But anyway, Linny bopping around, and then we went off and had some dinner. And I was very proud of myself because we went to the first place, had an hour-long wait, and we were like, that's not happening. So I quickly found another dinner place on the other side of the canal, the intercoastal waterway, the ICW. And I thought if we go to that side, it'll probably be less busy. And it was. And it was a very quiet, nice place. We hung out, had dinner. It was wonderful. So I took this photo on the way. I had a lot of trouble with this photo, particularly with her skin tone. So I'll show you what it looked like at the beginning. This is fun stuff. Boom. Okay, so that's where we started. And this is where we ended up. And so I had to wrestle with her skin tone. It was like little minute stuff, but I just felt like it was a bit too green looking. And then also a bit too flat. So I ended up, I'll just kind of tell you some of the process. I don't remember all of it because I was just sitting here for like, I think maybe an hour or 2 hours tweaking this one photo. It was ridiculous. And he looked great the whole time. Like love, he's just nice skin tone. His skin's a bit more dark. I guess darker is the only word that I can come up with. So, it felt good, but her skin tone's fine, but it just was kind of a weird situation. I'm sure it being so dark didn't help out by default, but I was trying to figure out what kind of look I wanted to put on it. And I wanted the look to be kind of filmic, but pretty soft, And so, and depending on the screen that you're looking at this on, it might not, like, I don't know what it looks like to you guys. Skin tones might not be right, whatever, but to me, I think they turned out quite good overall. Pretty good. I had to finally just let it go. I put some clarity on her face with a brush, and I just felt like that really helped out. So this was pre clarity. It's tiny like tiny difference. I mean, we're talking about, like I always think about it in like 10%. I mean, this is like a 0.05% change, but it just added a little bit of punch to her face, which was nice. Let me see if I can get over here. Let me see it a little better. It might not even be sort of legible to you guys, but like this is off, this is on, this is off, this is it barely makes a difference. I'm looking at it on the stream. Okay, so anyway, little things like that, and just tweaking. And anyway, this is how it turned out. I'm really happy with the photo. I'm really, I had a 16 to 35 millimeter lens with me. And this was, up until now, I'd been shooting with the 70 to 200 on these other shots. But I switched over to that one nice and wide because I knew we were going to be on the dinghy. And I'm like, okay, if I actually switched over on the boat, if I remember correctly, because I wanted the shots I wanted to be able to take some more shots on the boat, but we just didn't stay there long. We moved back over to land so that we could have dinner. So I had switched over, if I remember correctly, and then we went onto the dinghy and then we started going. And I was sitting on there and I just brought it up. And as we were all talking, I took this photo. And one thing I love about this photo so much, well, I mean, of course, I love that I was able to get all three of them. Lenny was still back on the boat, but I was able to get all three of them, get good expressions from them. They're very natural on camera, obviously. They're extremely comfortable on camera. So they could care less that I was taking a photo of them, really. But they also knew like the little subtle things that you would do when somebody's taking a photo of you if they want a natural shot. But it's carrying on. Riley was saying something, and then she was just sitting there smiling. So got a nice look. Got a little Darwin on the bottom there. And then the other thing I was going to say is that the boat in the background, that's their boat. And so I love that I was able to get that in between their head. Now it just happened to work out that way because of our angle. So I'm really happy with this photo. It's definitely a finale photo of the night. It's a simple photo. It's not, like some sort of groundbreaking thing, but I was just really happy with how it turned out. And that concludes our photo editing session for this evening. And I want to thank everybody who hung out. I want to thank Tony for stopping by for so long, Paul stopping by, Christina stopped by for a little bit. Jun Taco-san stopped by for a little bit, asked me about Fuji cameras. I don't know if you're still here, but I haven't seen you in a while. Willie, and then Thiago, and I think that was it. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. I really enjoyed chatting with you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend and wonderful, productive next week. What are you saying over here, sir? The boat on the middle, serendipities. Yes, I know. It was very serendipitous. That we didn't cut a hard right turn immediately. It just worked. Just fell into place. So I didn't get a whole lot of photos. I thought we were going to be on the boat for longer, but so I would have shot longer. I would have gotten more shots of everybody hanging out on the boat and that sort of thing. But it didn't work out that way. And I just, I shot what I could get. But this one photo made the evening work for me. I think it was a nice capturing of the feeling of that evening for us and them. Hopefully they can do something with it. And then all this is going into a video. I'm going to be putting together a video. This was just me editing the photos, which is always part of the preliminary process for getting a video together to share. I was like, let me stream my editing session. And this has been great. So, all right. Appreciate you guys. I'm out of here. I'm going to go have a breakfast burrito. Have a good night. Thanks so much. And if you're watching afterwards, if I decide to leave this up, comment below and ask your questions. I'd love to chat with you guys then too. And subscribe and like if you like what I'm up to. Okay, good evening for me. Good whatever time it is for you.